Hey guys, happy Monday. I hope everybody's having a good day off of school and everything. Um, so this is the last week in February, right? Or last full week. Okay, so this is going to be the last week of that challenge that I had put out to you guys about reaching out. So I want you to reach out to 20 people again this week, 20 different people, or follow up if that's what you want to do. Follow up with people that had shown interest or whatever. So this does not have to be on Facebook. It can be out and about, running into moms at gymnastics, dance, horse riding, whatever it is that you're involved with. The other day I was out picking up a prescription for Bree, and the pharmacist said, I gotta ask you about your eyelashes. What do you use? And I said, oh, it's a lash serum from Rodan & Fields. Have you ever heard of them? And she said, no. And I said, oh, I love it. It's so easy to put on. I just put it on once a day, brush my teeth, and go to bed. And it's so easy to use. And she said, well, how much is it? And I said, well, it's about $135, but it lasts around 3 months. And she said, sounds really good. And I said, well, why don't you give me your phone number and I'll text you the information. And she did. Like, I kind of thought there's no way she's going to give a stranger her phone number, but she did. She wrote down her name, her phone number. I texted her my virtual business card, which if you look down on the team page, I had put something about that several days ago, last week. And so I texted her that information, so it had my website and everything. And then I texted her the info for the Lash Boost. No, she has not bought it yet, but I just thought that was so funny. I'm not very good at reaching out to strangers, but she made it easy. So, that would count as a person that I reached out to. So, you guys do that. The other thing that I want you to do this week, that's kind of separate from the challenge, but I really want you to be thinking about it, is I want you to think about your why. Why did you sign up to do this business? And why do you keep working it? Okay, so this was part of a challenge for a group that I am in last week, and I was thinking, I already know my why. Like, I told that to my sister a long time ago. Why do I need to do this again? But when I thought about it, my why has changed. And so I want to tell you guys, or it's not changed, but I think it's blossomed, because I have seen so much growth in my business in the last few months, and I've seen some exciting things that are coming with this business, which just makes me want to tell everybody about it. So, first of all, I want you guys to realize that we have become $1 billion company. In 8 years. We are only in the United States and Canada right now, and United States has 15% of global skincare. We are opening the doors to Australia later this year, and there is a plan in place to open the doors in other countries in future years. So when you think about the tiny percentage that America is in the global skincare market, and how hard we have hit into that market already, it just is kind of mind-boggling to think what our future is going to look like in a few years. And you think like, oh my gosh, everybody knows about Rodan & Fields, everybody's selling it, whatever. I felt like that when we moved to Georgia. I felt like everybody I talked to was like, oh, there are Rodan & Fields consultants out on every street corner in Georgia. But then, like, no one in my neighborhood had ever bought from anybody before. They had maybe heard of it, not all of them, but they were not customers. And, like, the pharmacist, she'd never heard of it. Like, there are people, okay, that for whatever reason, they haven't heard of it yet. So why don't you be the first to tell them about it? Let people know that you're selling, so that when they start seeing all these results, that they're like, oh, I remember Amanda is selling that. I should talk to her about it. You want to make it known that you are active, that you are ready to sell. So, why are you in this business? For me, I was a stay-at-home mom, and which all of you guys are. And so you might know the feeling that I had, which was I felt like I was not contributing to the finances of the family. We were fine. We were totally stable. Well, we were in debt, but I still felt like we were stable because we were, able to pay our bills and everything. But I didn't have fun money. Like, if the kids said, can we go to this today? I couldn't always just say, yeah, let's go. And I hated that. Or, like, just go and get ice cream. I was always like, well, should I take it out of the grocery budget? Or, I hated that feeling, and I hated telling them no. And so I wanted this to be something for me that I could say, hey, I can contribute financially to the family, take a little bit of the load off of Steven because he works really hard for the family. And, it's turned into that. It's been huge. We're now debt-free, except for I did buy a car. But I'm able to make the car payment for that. So it's not bad debt. But, so we're able to do that. We're able to take the kids places that we couldn't a year ago. We're going to Puerto Rico in a couple of months. Like, I told Jennifer, my sister last night, I was talking to her and I said, money doesn't buy happiness, but money can buy you a whole lot of memories. And it can buy you a whole lot of time with your family. I love being able to do things with the kids, these once-in-a-lifetime things, and not have to think, oh my gosh, how much in the hole is this putting me? Or how am I going to pay this off? No, we're just paying for it up front. And I love that. It's such a good feeling because what I want is for the kids to see, look, mom and dad didn't have to go into debt to do all these things together, but we were able to do this, make memories, have a great time together, and be together as a family. That's what I want. And I just see the more that this business grows, the more opportunities there are for our family to do amazing things like that. Hunter is always watching. He likes Wheel of Fortune. We don't watch it anymore, but when we lived in North Carolina, we watched it like 3 times a week. And they always do these big trips, like, you're going to wherever, Bermuda. And every night that we would watch it, he'd be like, Mom, when are we going to go there? When can we go on that vacation? And I kept being like, in a few years, honey, in a few years, Radiant Field's going to take off. I believe that. Like, I just see what this business can do. And that is why I work hard. That's why I reach out to people that I haven't spoken to in years. That's why I reach out to someone who told me they were interested and then ignored my next 2 messages. Because I want to see their skin change, first of all, because I do believe in these products. But I also believe that this is a seriously life-changing business. And so I just want you guys to tell me, why did you invest in this business? Are you giving up? Do you feel like it's not rewarding you? I want to know your why. Because if you don't have a reason for doing the business, you won't. And then it is not going to succeed. And I want nothing more than for you guys to all succeed. I want March to be the month that we blow this business out of the water. I can't wait to see what we finish February with, because our numbers are still going up, and there's still, 8 days left in February. So our numbers are still rising, but I would love for March to be the month that you guys all hit executive consultant, that all of you hit that 600 mark. I just think it would be amazing. I think that once you hit it, it's gonna, and you get that paycheck, then you're gonna be like, oh yeah, this is what I want every month. Once you get a higher paycheck, you don't ever want to be like, go back down and see a lower paycheck. It's not a good feeling. That happens to me. It happens to all of us, that we have a great month and then the next month is not as great. And that's okay, because this business is flexible. But I just want you guys to see the possibilities of this business. So you can comment under the video, or you can text me, call me, send me a Voxer, whoever has Vox. You can send it to me in a private message on Facebook, whatever. But I want to know why. Why did you sign up for this business, and why are you working it?